Ah, the beautiful world of Wonderlands. And I decided to ruin it for me. How, you might ask? Why are you asking? Read the fucking title of the video. What is wrong with you? Do you have skags for brains and got hit by a truck? No, I decided to play Wonderlands the only way. The white way. Can you beat Wonderlands with only white gear? Our rules for this run, only white gear. Well, that's the rules done. What do you mean there's more? Okay, as an addition, I don't want to use skills. Means I will pick the spell shot class, so I will have another spell at level something. Until then, no skills. Our look is basic and as white as it can be. As our background, we choose Clown Blood, as this benefits our cooldowns for our spells, so that we can use them more often and make life a little bit more bearable for us. So we start with the tutorial. Get our first axe, smack some crabs and get our first white pistol, and finish the tutorial with only a few tears in our eyes as we smack Ribula, free the Dragon Lord, and let go of so much good loot. Tutorial done, we navigate the overworld. Means Tina doesn't let us punch the twigs, so we have to go through the tall grass and get an encounter, which we clear up with no struggle.
This shit good.
And because I thought we might need the moolah, I finished the money shrine and continued on with the story. Did this help? And on our glorious adventure to save Queen Budstallion, we noticed one important thing. The vendors don't really sell white items, and neither do enemies like dropping their stuff either. Long story short, we are grabbing whatever the fuck the game gives us, as there's no good way of getting good white items. Anyways, we kept on fighting the hordes, found a touchstone that we touched, and continued to save Brighthook. Our noble ass was successful at beating the enemy for now, but restoring will need taxpayer dollars and that we don't have, so we go to the next graveyard. Find a possessive ghost, shove an apple glazed with cyanide down Snow White's throat, she dies, and find a mythical sword that can now repair the city for us. Gracias, immigrante. And now Budstallion is trying the room temperature challenge. Yeah, she's fucking dead. It's even funnier the second time. Anyways, as Budstallion got beheaded, we want to take revenge. So we build a boat and now need the blessing of a bard. The only bard capable of doing so is in the dank forest. And this is where the struggle begins. We are level 8, this is level 12. These 4 levels make enemies so much harder to fight, and the only tactic I am willing to do is run in until I somehow get through. And find a great weapon! Yes, shut up. I know this is basically just being really lucky, but shut up, I don't want to do the side quests in this game. So anyways, we destroy the evil crystals and give Torque the needed power to play his loot so greatly that it changed from a blessing to a conflood. In Torque's case, nuclear rockets all heading for the ocean! Well, with the ocean now gone, there's nothing that holds us back from just walking over to the Dragon Lord and leaving a bullet between his eyes. Except the leveling system! I swear to God, how often the leveling system is trying to end me is slowly, but surely, a pain. And so I decided on one thing. I have to get the shrine from Grandana done so that I get more EXP. And after around 1 hour of questing, I gain 3 out of 4 shrine pieces. After a quick Google search, we now go through the area that we died at before, because now we are determined, and we are protagonists nonetheless, so go fuck yourself. So everything went flawlessly, just perfectly fine, everything's so that we finally get the EXP that we need. On our way to finish the shrine, we went into the Pirate Bay, collected parts for a mecha bird, killed the undead. Again. Got the ghost ship back. And finished by reuniting a gay undead pirate couple. Who the fuck is writing this shit?
All I need is a chance.
After whatever this collab was, we exit to the other side, get a shortcut unlocked to go to the next section, and straight up unlock the fucking glasses that we needed! Dragon Lord, I swear to fuck, I will murder you. We continue to get the shrine piece. About 1 try and 30 minutes later we finally got the fucking shrine piece. Et voilà, Schrein ist fertig.
I am a squire of the realm, on an important quest, I might add.
Down in the abyss, we are now meeting a new character. She's guiding us through the deep. We don't trust her at all because she called us a smooth skin in a very weird slur-like way.
Smooth skin.
And we hate racists.
The only way. The white way.
Her guidance was about as useful as Anne Frank's drum kit. We got killed a fuck ton.
Oh my god!
And yes, I was considering eating the end of my pistol that is just under my desk. But somehow we managed to sacrifice the fish and meet up with the racist. And burned her like something my social media advisor strictly advises me not to say in the current world situation. In the end of this level we fight the god Drill, and oh boy! If getting a car battery stuck to my balls was a game, this would be it. Damage we do? None. Patience? 0. Damage we receive? Yes. Deaths? All of them. Will to live? 0. Please end me. And thank god that this 3-stage boss fight has checkpoints, otherwise I would have just jumped straight out of my window. And because that wasn't enough, we simply continued to the next level and... Oh no. Yes, we are the epitome of underleveled. But did this stop me? Man, I fucking wish it did. We meet Waystard. The Dragon Lord somehow ripped out his soul and uses his body without his consent. Similarly to me waking up every single day against my fucking will. Life is fucking me. In his case, it is the Dragon Lord, but simply applies similarly. And so we tried to call down the giant skeleton. Fucking idiot. New plan. We simply fight through all the hordes on this map. We fight through all the hordes? Fuck. But don't worry, after only around 1.5 hours of dying, getting reborn, rage, die, wash and repeat, we arrived at the boss, which is the used body of the Waystard, and I swear nothing went wrong. I lied! If I didn't think that Cunt the Invincible was shit enough to beat and beat by bullshit the game with its own stupid did I have a fucking heart attack? If I didn't think that Cunt the Invincible was shit enough to fight and was beaten by bullshitting the game with its own stupid mechanics,
Studio reloads.
then fighting the Waystard is similar in feeling as stepping in your own huge pile of Taco Bell liquid shit. If you were able to live long enough to get the skeletons to spawn, you then were most likely foster-clucked from all sides from Al-Qaeda employees of the month. And if you are able to survive this, guess what? The Waystard has his own blue cum bar filling machine. Similar to a furry lover in too many Twitter fanboy accounts, the jar is constantly filling. And how visible is this fuck? About as visible as me to women. So basically less visible than air. If that wasn't enough, I was depending on dealing frost damage. Could I have changed classes to make me stronger on frost? So anyways, we were depending on dealing frost damage. And this was about as useful as using my own milk to drown that ghost in it.
Here's the fucking money, shithead!
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
And so after around 30 deaths and 2 bullets later, yes, I missed my own head, I decided to do the unthinkable. Side quests. Why do I stay away from the side quests in this game? They are incredibly shit, boring, basically all the same! Well, after around 1 hour we are done with 2 quests. What level are we now? 20. But we found 3 items that helped us. First, a better frost gun. And me. But also a shock spell. Oh, how easy was it now? Not at all. No. I've been fighting for 10 minutes, you impossible! The name of the game was Endurance. You better have the endurance because the Waystard is used to consistent abuse and filling. So you better know how to get unlimited ammo and the cum filler invisible ghost killed ASAP. After you do that till 3 AM, you are done with the foreplay. You ripped off his skin, the only thing left is... Bitch is not done and wants more, so you unload over and over until the Waystard dies, with his asshole now looking like a jute orange. We sell our soul as he wanted to be paid per minute. And we unlock the ability to open up blue ghost barriers. With only the final stretch left, the only thing that can go wrong is that the rope fails and I have to play the game. Fuck, whatever, we continue. So following problem, not for the game, but for my psychologist, it is this point where we are 7 to 8 levels under level. This means we are basically fucked with every single encounter. To demonstrate, the next 2 hours are filled with me dying repeatedly to touch 4 stones, kill some enemies, spawning, be just as done with the game as the NPCs,
I'm done with these hexes now.
I just want to get to the boss.
and on my way down to the catacombs. This is where I was actually sucking on the end of my gun, like someone is gonna give me 20 bucks. To summarize, we went down killing enemies and tried it again and again until it took me so long that enemies started respawning, and so I ended up being just a little angry.
Stop Israeling me! I'm not a fucking child, you dumb fucking...
And quit for the day, as it was 2 AM. Again. And even though I very much despise this game at this point, I had no other choice than to side quest some random bullshit to gain at least 3 levels, so that we are at least within the range of the enemies where they don't have the "you my bitch" skull next to their name, because otherwise they deal extra much damage and get extra little damage and get the privilege to use my characters as like an orange with a hole in it right after No Not November. In other words, I was on my way to grind the shit out of this stupid game for the next 2 hours. And after finishing 2 shrines and some side quests that were simply on my way, what have we done? Well, we are now level 24. This means enemies don't have the skull next to their head, which means we are not as fucked as before. Problem, we still have the same shit gear. But don't worry, for some reason we managed to get past the enemies even though it wasn't nice. We then managed to escape the necropolis, after which we fought a fucked up version of Stallion, and let's just say I was stuck often enough on this boss that even after dying once in all the still level 16 gear, we managed to beat Stallion, and she dropped the most important thing, a fish. Shout out to K6. Anyways, afterwards,
I don't get it.
what do you mean you don't get it? Stallion, a boss, is literally easier than Cyclops. This is not a joke, I mean. Afterwards, we fought our way into the pyramid and found weird crystals, destroyed them, got texted to death and beyond by Dragonlord about how he wants to escape the fantasy world and that Tiny Tina is abusing him. We don't care, destroy more crystals, by what it feels like get our death counter over the 4-digit mark. Believe me, it's in the lore. And arrive at the final boss, Dragonlord. So, if anyone ever asks you, can you beat Wonderlands with only white gear, you tell them, don't, but yes. And if you want to see me more suffer, get me to 2 million subscribers and I will do it with one life. I swear to God, I will kill myself.